Merry meet everyone, I'm Witch Hazel, and today I wanted to take a look at the top 10 tools for spiritual awakening. To begin with, I'm going to tell you what brought me to today's theme in the first place. Then we will quickly define spiritual awakening, and that will bring us into my list of the top 10 tools to encourage spiritual awakening. So let's get started. Recently, I've been reading through The Divine Romance, which is a collection of talks and lectures given by Paramahansa Yogananda, founder of the Self-Realization Fellowship. And these were mostly written given in the 1930s and 40s. Having read several other works by this author, I already knew that his main theme would be attaining oneness with God or the divine through frequent and intensive meditation. Somewhere along my reading, though, I began to wonder if this divine connection he spoke of was the same thing as spiritual awakening. Can't make assumptions, right? So a subsequent search to find the origins and definition of the term spiritual awakening led me to a study in the journal Frontiers in Psychology, which defined spiritual awakening as a term given to describe a subjective experience in which an individual's ego transcends their ordinary finite sense of self to encompass a wider infinite sense of truth or reality. The authors go on to say that these experiences are perceived as a direct connection, communication, or non-dual merging with an unlimited and universal consciousness, the divine, or God, in perceived oneness. Since all of this was in keeping with the themes Yogananda emphasizes, I decided to delve further into what that study found as the cause or causes of spiritual awakening. Then I would make some comparisons to online lists, because that's what I do, and give you the final result. So here's what I found. Disclaimer: I've replaced 3 of the top rankings from the study because they were more questionable on the safety front. And although I don't have any personal objection to them, I didn't want to be mistaken for advocating them. So if you're curious, the study is linked in the description. You can go ahead and read it if you like. The top 4 activities engaged in by people reporting a spiritual awakening were also very popular in general internet lists. They include meditation, which I think we've all heard about, mindfulness practices, which include hyper-focusing on everyday activities like walking and eating to note feelings and sensations related to them. Getting out into nature, so going for a hike or forest bathing, and reading spiritual literature. This one includes not only religious texts, but also works like the one by Yogananda, which discuss spiritual themes. Now, contrary to popular belief though, and with my apologies to Yogananda, meditation was not top of the list. In fact, it came in at number 4 on this list. Top activity, or the top activity, that the study participants named as leading up to their spiritual awakening was connecting to nature. Well, that's not entirely true. The biggest trigger was a traumatic or depressive event, but we're just going to gloss over that for the moment and look again at this connection to nature. Okay, so now that we have a very good argument for developing a nature-based lifestyle like that of, say, witchcraft, go ahead and take a moment to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any upcoming videos related to either the nitty-gritty of witchcraft practice or expanding that practice into a deeper spiritual connection. And now let's look at the other 6 list items. Those were lucid dreaming, which is actively learning to control and take part in your dreams. Athletic activity, so any sport or exercise you may enjoy. Yoga, similar to the last item, but with a history of spiritual connection. Breathwork, meaning rhythmic and controlled breathing. Journaling and sound healing, which usually incorporates instruments like gongs or crystal bowls that send musical vibration kind of washing over you. It's really a pretty amazing experience. If you haven't tried it, I highly recommend it. I can personally vouch for the helpfulness of nature connection, spiritual literature, journaling, and sound healing. Which of these are your favorites? Let me know in the comments. So this was just one study. Others may have come up with different conclusions, but I found it very interesting, and at the very least, it inspired me enough to want to look into these activities further. If any of you have experiences or resources to share, please feel free. All of the resources I have available on any of these tools will be linked in the description will be linked for you. And of course, if you want me to provide additional information on a particular topic in a future video, please let me know that as well. I hope you enjoyed this list, and I am looking forward to chatting again soon. Until the next video, my friends, blessed be.